Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. How's it going, guys? How's it going? How's it going? Welcome, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and start talking here even before people are in, because I know that people watch these streams afterwards. So how's it going? Thank you so much for checking out these streams. If you were watching this stream as a previously recorded stream, so if you're not watching it live, you're watching the recording. How's it going? I never actually know what to say when I'm like saying that. I don't know. You'd think that after, with how long I've been doing this, you would think that I would have figured that out better. So we're going to get people coming in here now. How's it going, Joseph? What's up, man? So what we got right now is hopefully the stream works out well. So I tried booting up the stream a minute ago, and we were having some FPS issues and stuff. I did fix a lot of things. YouTube has a much different stream setting than Twitch does. So usually when we come over to YouTube, have to kind of adjust things and then just see how they work. I would like to try to actually start doing more streams on YouTube rather than doing streams on Twitch for a little bit. That's just because that I tend to reach a larger audience on YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoy these types of videos. Let's go ahead and start up the live stream here. Okay, here's me. Hopefully this is not lagging too much. And there's our screen. We'll see how it goes. What's up, Joseph? How's it going, man? Okay, hopefully this is going to be popping up for everybody there soon. Hey, James H. Really glad you enjoyed the money-making content. I think that our stream is... So I think that our stream is a little bit behind what my actual recording is. So I'm going to get caught up with the chat here. But the good thing is that's okay. I just need to see that our frame rate is good. So we'll see how the frame rate is. Can you guys let me know in the comments, like, how does it look like, FPS, lag, buffering, that kind of stuff? I guess it would definitely make sense, by the way, for me to create a preset for these, but oh well. Looks like we're getting a little bit of lag there, at least a little bit. Anyway, as long as the sound is working fine, that's what matters the most, because this is a mostly, honestly, I'm just going to sit here cooking. I'm going to sit here making these shark soups, and besides that, we're just going to be talking about double XP. I'll be answering any questions that are in the chat. I'm also going to be giving out just whatever information that I am able to share with you during this stream as well. So even when we don't have questions, we'll have information. So thank you so much for checking out the stream. If you were on the live stream, thanks again for checking it out. If you are watching this afterwards, yeah, looking a little choppy. I think I know what I'm gonna have to do. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to drop it down to 720. I don't know. I think that YouTube just does not want to accept 1080 right now. So I'm gonna drop it down to 720. So give me 1 second, guys. You might. Okay, hopefully everyone got refreshed there. Hopefully it got refreshed. Okay, and also you might want to check your video resolution too, because I just switched it out to I switched my output to 720. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to do some messing around to be able to figure out these YouTube settings. Also, there's a lot of like tree work and other things going on in my area, and I think that our internet connection just might be not as great right now. Something I might try to do in the very near future is I might actually try to stream this into a different room and be able to get a higher upload. But okay, so Looking better, looking better. Okay, all right, that's all that matters. I mean, like I said though, the video quality is not that important, but I want to make sure that that doesn't look terrible. So this is mostly a chat one. So guys, I'd like to start off by saying, once again, thank you for joining the stream. And please let me know any questions you have regarding double XP related topics. So it can be if you have questions about what to invest into, what to flip, if you have specific items, stuff like that, then feel free to let me know and I will give you whatever information I can. You can also ask if you are looking for training methods for double XP, if you have plans for double XP and you want to know the best way to do them and stuff like that. Very, very oftentimes people will stock up supplies for double XP and then not realize that there are better methods. So I'm more than happy to help you out where I can. So just let me know whatever questions you guys got. How's it going, Dennis? Welcome. What's up? Excellent. James H, how you doing, man? I'm glad you love the content there. Hopefully we have a lot better FPS quality right now. Now that I dropped down to 720, we're just gonna do that. It seems like the internet just doesn't love me today. So it's okay. My money making has been ED3, Niles, Frost Dragons, Elder Rune bars. Is 15K last I checked. Awesome. I got 120 million, no clue what to invest in. If you have 120 million, so actually, yeah, this is a really great first topic. If you have like if you have something around 100 million, then investing is not for you. So if you have that amount of gold, then you're going to be better off looking to flip items instead of investing into them. And And that actually will roll into answering Juice Press's question here. Juice Press asks, is it too late to buy herb supplies? So are you talking about to invest in them? Like, are you talking about, is it too late to buy them for them to go up? Things will continue to rise. So here's what happens really quickly. What happens with double XP stuff is that, oh, did I freeze? Oh man, I swear. Okay, we should be good. My God. I think that everyone is just like really bogging down the internet today in my place. Ugh. Streaming is just real difficult in my apartment, I swear. Can you guys hear me though? Hopefully you can hear. Test. Can you hear me? Let me make sure you guys can hear me before I answer all these. Also, it says I have excellent connection, but then I'm frozen. Oh, YouTube. Stream's okay, so stream's still perfect for some people? Okay, all right, good. We'll continue on then. This is also probably recording just fine. Oh, okay, awesome. Good to know. So we're a little bit delayed though, but whatever. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna run through it then. Is it too late to buy herb supplies? It depends if you're talking about investing into them. It's like to make money with them. There are some things that are still good to buy. There's other things that are not good to buy. You're just gonna have to look at them and then look at the graphs. Look at my double XP investing videos and it'll tell you how to figure out the graphs. That's really honestly the easiest answer for that. Like, you can literally just check for yourself if stuff is really good to invest in still. Just look at the last price and see if it's lower than that price. If it's lower than that price, then it might be good to invest into. It's really as simple as that, and there's not really much else I can do to help you out with that answer, honestly. If you're looking to buy herblore stuff for your own use, then I would say that now is still probably an okay time. But what you might want to do is you might want to wait until this first hype goes down a little bit, because if you look at the graphs, what happens is in the very beginning of double XP, things are like when double XP is first announced, things skyrocket really hard, and then they drop down, and then they slowly rise. So you want to wait for that first drop down if you're going to be buying stuff for any reason. If you're going to be buying it to invest, or you're going to be buying it to use on your own. So you want to wait for that dip. So there's the hype, then there's the dip, and then there's the slow rise. What's a good way to get 120 herb from 99? Overloads. Definitely overloads, because you're gonna want overloads for yourself anyway. The only reason why I don't have 200 million in herblore right now, my herblore XP is 165 million. The only reason why I don't have 200 million is because I don't want to get the XP without making potions that I'm going to use myself. So if you're going to go for 120, then I would highly recommend that you make potions you're going to use. And if someone is like, I can't afford that, then it's just not time for you to do 120 herb lore. Most skills, I would actually say, are skills where it's like, just save up a little bit of money and then do them. Or do them in an efficient way. But herb lore is one of those where you're going to end up wasting your time if you do that, because you're going to need overloads and other things like that for later on anyway. I have around 5k of each Dragon High in my E2 chests. What would be the best time to sell right now? In general, just check your supplies. If they have already skyrocketed, then sell them right now. You can always buy them back again for less in a few days when the hype dies down. That's also a strategy you can use too. Also, so guys, if I am lagging a little bit on your end, then make sure you switch your quality to 720, because you may still be on 1080. When I first started this stream, we started at 1080, and I just brought it down to 720. So just remember to bump yourself to 720. Charming potion, good or a waste of charms? Charming potion is really good. If you want to get some very cheap XP, charming potion is a really great option, because you will not need that many charms to get 200 million in summoning. Like, I have basically not even started Slayer. I've got 58.5 million in Slayer, which for me, that's not even really starting it. And I'm already almost 130 million in summoning with a ton more charms in my bank. You will have so many more charms than you need. So using them on charming potions is totally fine. And it's a really cheap way to get XP too. Yep, doing overloads 92 is a really good idea. Is it better to stock up for flipping now or wait for the hype to die down a bit? So I did actually just answer that. Things skyrocket really high at the announcement, and then they go down, and then they slowly rise back up. So you want to wait until the things do like their first dip. So things are going to do their first dip very soon, actually, very soon. And the reason why they do that dip, by the way, is because when double XP is announced, tons of people are buying supplies, and also everyone that was investing in supplies are selling their supplies. So what happens, the reason why the dip happens, is because all the buyers stop buying because they bought all their stuff, but the sellers are still trying to sell. And so that pushes the price down. And then when those sellers are sold out, that's when the stuff slowly starts to rise again. And that's the reason why it rises up until double XP. Because the sellers are sold out, and then now they are also reinvesting, to maybe try to make some more money. And then you also have everybody who's trying to buy stuff for double XP. So that is actually the reason why that kind of bump happens. My question says, Spencer, when do you start selling your investments for double XP? So actually, if you look on the YouTube channel, there is a double XP series that I'm going to be continuing now. Now that we're back in double XP time, I'm actually going to continue that series, so you can check it out. But the video for that series right now for double XP it actually explains the question you just asked. But selling them at peak price is realistic. Actually, there's no reason why you can't do that. You just need to make sure that you know when the peak price is. But the best answer is to go watch that video. But without watching that video, what I can tell you is if you just look at previous graphs, you can see whether the announcement was higher or the actual double XP weekend was higher. And whichever one was higher, that's when you want to sell yours. And another really important note there is just to continue, keep testing prices. Test. If you guys look right here in my bank, they're not on this account. No, I can't show you. I was actually gonna show you. So I actually had sold off a lot of double XP investments on one of my accounts. But I had bought super defense potions for about 7.2k each, and then today they were selling for 11,000 each. I would not know they were 11,000 by looking at the graph. So some things you just have to instantly buy them to be able to check what the current price is. But I was able to sell out all my my super defense potions at 11,000 each, which is a very good profit, a really good profit. I made 50% of my money back, so my profit was 150%. It was very good on those. That's just one example, but look at the graphs, but also test the prices. Because as I explained in that double XP video, actually, you can't tell what the peak prices are by only looking at the graphs. So it's very, very important that you test the prices. For me, when I'm doing double XP, like when I am selling off my double XP supplies, or if I'm buying double XP supplies, then I am continuously checking prices. And 7.2 to 11K, not 2.7. Jesus Christ, 2.7 would be amazing. That'd be like the best shit ever. 7.2K is what I paid for my super defenses. So please bring in your questions. I've got some other things I definitely want to talk about on this video, but for sure throw in your questions. We have about an hour on this video that I'm going to be using. So we are 16 minutes deep right now, and but I have an hour for your questions and everything like that, because I want to make sure that I help you guys out for double XP. I also have some double XP videos coming out. So I'm going to be making those, so you guys are going to have some double XP content coming out too. That double XP series I just mentioned is going to have more pieces to it. So that way you guys will be able to know 100% how to double XP invest. Also, if you look at the description down below, I just want to mention this. Look at the description down below. You can find our Discord link. Please, for sure, use the Discord link. I would love to have you as part of the community. If you guys have more questions, you guys can always answer them in there too. You can always get them answered in there too. Also, I am actually building, this is actually an upcoming video, maybe today on this video, where I'm actually building an entire section in the Discord that is going to be just tutorials, videos, and like answering common questions about how to flip and invest. So a lot of these questions are going to be in that section. Also, we have one of the largest RuneScape Discords. So I bought 20,000 Silverhawks for around 17.5K. Good invest. Going by my last checks, I would say that was a pretty good investment, sure. But you already know if it was a good investment, because you can look at what your target price is. Whenever you buy something, you should always have a target price in mind. So you should already know if it's a good investment. I know you're probably just asking me like it was that good. My answer to that, by the way, is that is good if you have a lot of money. If you have billions on billions there, Guido. So if you have billions on billions, then Silverhawks are a good investment. The reason why I say that is because Silverhawks rise less than other things rise. So they're really only something to use to diversify your investments. As a main investment, no. Not unless you're like a multi-billionaire. So I would look into other things that have a better rise. Why am I making soups? I'm making these soups, so these are actually the uncooked soups. I'm making these soups because I'm going to be doing some cooking on double XP using soups, and then I'm going to be cashing these in for chimes. Because right now I'm at 152 million in cooking, so this will get me closer to 200 million. I'm pretty much going to be doing soups all the way to 200 million because I have a lot of the Ark left to do, and so you get a lot of Ark supplies. And I'm a huge fan of AFK in the Ark, so I'm going to be doing 200 million cooking with the Ark. So I'm prepping things up while I'm on video today. I have only, so Nikolai says, I have only 200 million and not the best at flipping. My question is, should I spend the money on getting supplies and start over at slipping or gathering supplies and try my best to continue flipping? So my answer, my friend, would be, you're in the Discord, aren't you? I think I remember your name from inside the Discord. My suggestion would be to watch my flipping series, like the 2 different series on flipping and whatever other flipping videos I have on there. There's a ton of them by now. And look at the resources inside the Discord and learn how to flip using all that. And if, flipping it's an intricate thing for some people. And if it's something where you need to watch a video more than once, then do that. And also don't be afraid to lose some money. If you're going to start learning how to flip and you're like, oh man, I'm afraid I might lose money on flipping. Who cares? It doesn't matter. I have triple digit billions in RuneScape. I would not have triple digit billions in RuneScape if I didn't flip. Just clear. Like, there's no way. I would not have anywhere near the amount of money I have in RuneScape if I didn't flip. So with that being said, any amount of money that you lose learning how to flip is completely irrelevant. You will make that back times 1,000 or more. So don't worry about losing money. Just learn how to flip. And but anyway, yeah, if you guys have more questions about flipping, ask them in the Discord. There to help. Double XP is not until no, it's not live. If you look at the they just announced it today, but Double XP is not live yet. Thanks for the great response. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I did Zoolanda. I have it mostly fixed. I'm gonna have to do some more tweaking and stuff and improving, but at least we have a functional stream. Twitch's settings are just so much different than YouTube settings. So it seems like the last 3 times I tried streaming on YouTube has been a struggle, but we'll get it. Are you making the soups to sell for chimes? I am, yeah. When you invest in double XP supplies, do you have a maximum of an item that you will buy? Yes, I do. For example, the super defense potion, would you only do 100k or would you do up to 1 million? So it really depends on, so the answer is yes. I do have a limit. So I'll just tell you what I personally do. What I personally do is I start off with buying a good amount of the things that have the best returns. So the items that I think are going to make the most. So what I do, like for example, is those, like I bought super defense potions, I bought super attacks, I bought pretty much every super. I did not buy a couple of them, but I bought a bunch of them. I definitely bought super attacks, defenses. And what I'll do is I will throw in an offer for those, and then I will buy up. It varies how many, but I will start out with something like 100,000. And the reason why I start off with something like 100,000 is because when the prices peak, when the prices peak at a certain point, like they're at the highest point ever, it's difficult because they're not going to stay at that peak very long. Like oftentimes they will not stay at, oh, hey, look, something bought or sold. They're not going to stay at that price for a super long time. And if you have several 100,000 of something, depending on what it is, it could take a very long time for you to get rid of those things. Now, potions are something you can stock up more than 100k of because they're potions, and they're one of the most common things for people to buy on double XP. But I would be hesitant to stock up more than 500,000 of a potion. And so what I personally do, is I start by buying stacks of 100k of each thing that I want to invest into. And then once I've gotten those things in, depending on what the current price still is, like, are they still buying for a really good price, or are they buying for a better price? Depending on what's going on with my buys, I will then go back and place another offer for another 100k or something like that, and then just keep on adding to my collection of double XP investments. Because you want to diversify between several different items if you can afford to do that. And it's a really good idea to double down on the things that are going to earn you the most, but also make sure you have a good variety of items. That way you can sell them off the fastest. Because if you're sitting there and you're trying to sell off 1 million of something, and it's taking forever to sell, and by the time that and maybe you've sold off 600k of them and now the price is dropping, you're not going to make as much money as if you had diversified and taken a few more things that maybe they wouldn't have made as much money, but they end up making more because you sold everything off at the right time. I hope that makes sense. Is tanning dragon hides still good money during these times? Yes, Juice Press. It is usually amazing. Usually it's amazing. Also, something else about that is if you take regular dragon hides and you make a dragon hide tanning machine, and you tan those dragon hides outside of double XP, and then sell the tan ones on double XP, you can sometimes make upwards of 1,000 or 1,500 profit each hide, sometimes more. So it's actually pretty crazy. And yeah, actually, I'm not sure if I've really gotten more than that, but you can get numbers like 1k or 1.5k profit per hide if you do that, which ends up being like, I calculated it, and at the time of doing calculations, this was before charges and energies went up, by the way. At the time of doing calculations, it was like 100 million per month in profit. So something to look into. As a follow-up, I was saying, if you sell at peak, won't you flood the market with supply and crash the price? No, you won't, because there's so many people buying. The market is going to become saturated. The market is going to become saturated regardless. And you will have a small impact on it, but not really a big impact. If you did that outside of double XP, then you'd have a larger impact. How do you AFK the hunting part at Ark? You don't. I get my bowls. By catching fish and then transmuting them into bowls. So I don't actually do. I don't do the hunter part of Ark. Let's see. Thanks for response. And yeah, I'm Discord. Awesome, man. I thought you were. Yeah. Manatee, what do you think will happen with the price of Santa rares in general? So I'm actually coming out with a video. Hopefully I'm coming out with a video on this one. I say hopefully because I have so many other videos I want to make that I really hope this one doesn't get pushed off too late, to be honest. But in a TLDR, rares right now are rising because real world trading shops are buying them out. People who real world trade are buying out rares. And the reason why is because trillions of gold came into the market during the RS3 dupe. Jagex claimed that not a lot of money came in. They also claimed that rares weren't duped. We literally saw evidence that they were. Unfortunately, we saw evidence that the gold was duped and sold to stores. And now, with all that gold in the market, it makes the price of people selling gold to drop the price of gold, which means that rares have to rise because they sell rares and they have to keep that balance between the two. Also, inflating the market with trillions of gold naturally makes the value of gold drop in the market, which makes the value of items rise. And rares are kind of the first thing to be affected. And that's mostly because real world trading stores will buy them out. And, because, yeah, I don't need to over explain. That's the basic answer. If you have more questions regarding that, though, I'm happy to answer. And the video that I make will have that explained a little bit better. But yeah, rares are being bought out by stores. Unfortunately, it's ridiculous. I don't know why Jagex can't stop that, because I know people that real world trade a trillion gold a year or more, and Jagex doesn't stop them, and I don't know why. So, something else I want to talk about too is if you guys are planning on training for double XP and you're trying to train a certain skill, if you have a method that you're planning on using, then you can just feel free to let me know what that method is. Maybe I can help you out to be able to make that work out better. The exact date for double XP, good question. I don't want to get it wrong because okay, August 7th. I want to make sure I got that date correct. So August 7th is going to be the start of double XP. So should I invest in rares now? No, you're way too late. Why would you invest now? They've already doubled. As in, I want to keep them. I mean, if you're buying rares to keep, then it doesn't matter what price you buy them at. Because no matter what, you can cash them out for your value. And if you don't care about making profit with rares, then it doesn't matter what price you buy them at. So if you're buying them to keep, yeah. I have a few rares on this account. There's not that many rares in this account because I kind of like spread them out between the accounts. But we got a oop. Oh no! Oops, my bad. Hang on 1 second. I want to make the placeholder. There's a couple party hats and one lower set on this account. I have 11 sets of lowers, so I have 11 sets of Halloween Santa Scythe, and then there's about 10 sets of edibles, and then there's a few different party hats spread out between the accounts. These are all rares I bought before they rose, but I don't really care about the profit on them. Is it too late to invest in double XP supplies? So we've answered this one a couple times, so I'm going to give you the shorter answer for this. But it is mostly too late, yes. But what you can do, though, is just go check individual items and see if they have risen enough. Some things haven't risen, so if they haven't risen very much, then you can still do it. Honestly, it's just about checking the prices now. Runecrafting for double XP. Best way to train? Probably soul runes. Soul runes are going to be the best way to train regardless. Like whether you're on double XP or not double XP, soul runes. If you want AFK option though, then runespan. Ultimately though, I'd recommend you try doing runecraft outside of double XP. So how rich are you in total? I don't know. I have a lot of gold. It doesn't really matter how much gold I have. But on this account, so keep in mind there's a few party hats and rares and stuff on this account. So there's probably about 50 billion on this account. But my alternate accounts, my other accounts that I use for actual, this is my main account. So my other accounts that I actually do for flipping and investing and stuff like that, they have more money than this account does. And I have 9 accounts in total. I have 9 accounts, and then 2 of those 9 accounts have old school RuneScape sides. So it's basically 11 accounts. It's 9 RS3 and 2 old school RuneScape. Time to flex. No, I don't care. I don't really care about telling people what the total is or anything. What I can tell you is that I had 0 gold and 0 accounts 6 years ago. I restarted RuneScape. I've been playing RuneScape since 2001, but I restarted RuneScape 6 years ago. I had a really bad experience and I just quit everything, and so I came back and restarted. With the update to the yak hide shop, what would you think a good price to sell yak hides for? Or in general, do you sell off items that have changed since last double XP? Or how do you sell off items that have changed since last double XP? So we don't know how much to sell the yak hides for. We really don't know. And that's because we have 0 historical data to use. So what I would recommend about that is just sell them for as high as you can. Like, check the different peaks and everything and sell them for when you see they are the highest. That is honestly the only way that you're going to be able to know. And then in general, how do you sell off items that have changed since the last double XP? How do you mean changed? Best time to sell herbs. So like I say in many videos, my friend, look on the wiki graph for that specific herb and look and see when the best time is based on the graph. If you look at the last double XP, you can see when they hit their highest prices. So when you know when they hit their highest prices, you can just sell them at that time. It is literally in 90% of the time, it is literally as easy as just looking to see what happened last time. I'm gonna wear this cape because it's a little bit shinier with my. I have like a filter on the game right now, as you can see, so it's a little. This cape pops out a little bit better. Also matches the hat. I had OCD over here for like my fashion scape going on. Everyone gets it sometimes. I know. Okay, we have 28, 26 of these shells, these soups to make more too. Did real life investing help you invest in RuneScape, or did RuneScape help you invest in real life investing? I would say that RuneScape helped me invest in real life investing, but I do both now. I've actually done very, very well in real life investing as well. I definitely have more money on RuneScape. That'd be pretty cool if I was a billionaire in real life, but no, I'm doing very well in real life. And I say I definitely owe that a lot to the economics I learned, and how the buying and selling investing that I learned through RuneScape for sure. Which also a funny question is I have so many people that ask me, why don't you sell your RuneScape gold or whatever, and I'm just like, I don't care. Why would I do that? There's like that in order for me to want to sell RuneScape gold, I'd have to be struggling in real life terribly or something. And so I have literally no reason to ever do that. But it's a question I always get. But I'm just like, no reason. So if I should wait for runecrafting, how about fire making, wood cutting, or mining? So out of those, I'd say fire making. So the idea, what you want to do is you want to do skills that either you don't enjoy training, or they're very intensive, or they're very expensive. So pick skills that fit one of those 3 things. Be sure to check out Manatee Gaming on Patreon and learn how to get rich like him. Thanks, James. Yeah, we do have a Patreon page right down below. If you check it out, if you would like to. Actually, I'll post the link in there too. I'm actually featured on Patreon too, so it's actually pretty sweet. I'm featured. I've done 2 workshops now with them about how to build communities, like how to build an online gaming community and stuff like that, and how to do stuff like that. But actually, yeah. So if you look in the description down below and you check out our Patreon page, you can also look in our Discord and look at the reviews about that Patreon stuff. We have an entire section of just hundreds of reviews that are written by people that are, a lot of them are still in the Discord, so you can actually ask them, what they think if you want to too. It's all open. But if you want to be able to earn anywhere from 1 to 3 billion or more per month, then check it out. Great way for you to support the channel if you're interested in it, to keep this possible, keep this RuneScape project rolling. Because without you, then it wouldn't be here. And then also a great way for if you'd like to make a few billion yourself, then feel free. Nothing's stopping you. Why don't you unlock the tier 99 prayers on your main? The reason why I haven't done that is just because I wouldn't use them right now. I don't currently do any kind of bossing on my main except for like the occasional thing. And the main reason why I don't buy them, the main reason is because I want to get them as a drop. So when I go do AOD and I get them as a drop, then I will use those on myself, because it's just it would not be as fun for me. It wouldn't be like an accomplishment if I just bought them. So I think it'd be really fun to do it that way. Do you think there will be another 75% sale on prismatic stars until double XP? I don't know. Probably. It's pretty often. If you're subscribed to the channel and you check out the community stuff that I post, I usually do post when I see a 75% off sale. And they have it pretty often, so I would say there's a really good chance of it being up there. They're also giving away odd mints in the beach event, so I would really expect them to have that sale, to push that. I'm mid-leveled in most skills. Any skills you think I should do for this double XP? Buyables. Any kind of buyables. Trying to get 99 summoning this double XP, currently 82. Awesome idea. I've saved up 15k charms total. What's the best cost-effective pouch you think? You should definitely stick to doing blues and crimsons. And I would have to really go through and check all the prices to tell you what the best prices are right now. But I can tell you that Titans are actually pretty good. Like Fire and Earth Titans are actually pretty great. Rune Minotaurs, Yaks, and I know Yaks aren't until later, but you're going 99, so you'll eventually do them. But ultimately try to avoid using your greens and golds, because greens and golds are slower and they're also very expensive. Hilton. One last thing, Winter. Look for a portable deposit box at Taverley. Portable deposit boxes at Taverley are super fast XP, so make sure you use those during double XP. It'll save you hours of time. You shouldn't even be doing it without. You really should not even be doing summoning on double XP without using the Taverley. Let's see, I'm playing RuneScape for 3 weeks now, and I got 200 million watching and following your tutorials. Am I doing good? Haha. I mean, yeah, I would say if you started 3 weeks ago and you got 200 million, you're doing really good. That's awesome, man. And I mean, you can literally turn 200 million into 2 or 3 billion within a month of flipping. So really double down on really learning how to flip and learning how to flip bigger stuff. And then yeah, I mean, you'll be a billionaire pretty quick. That'd be kind of crazy if you're a billionaire before your account was like 2 months old. There's a Yak Hide update. Yeah, there's a Yak Hide update where you can buy boxes of Yak Hides at the store now rather than individual Yak Hides. Hi, Manatee, just got here. You might have answered this question, but do you invest in stocks or day trade, swing trade? I'm a day trader, and I think you would be very good at it. I don't. The reason what I do invest in is I invest in trading card games. So I invest into Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, and Pokemon. Those have done extremely well for me. And I don't honestly have the time to do day trading or something like that. I have invested in stocks before, yes, and I do invest in the stocks every once in a while, but I mostly invest in trading card games. I know trading card games very well, and they have made me a lot of money, so that's just kind of what I stick to. I'm also going to be buying up some properties in the very near future, probably within the next couple of years. I'll be buying real estate and housing properties. What's up, man? What's up, Busy Don? How's it going? Hit you up when I do AOD. You'll know when I do AOD because I'll post it in the Discord. I'll just go with some groups and stuff. Remember to click the subscribe and bell button down below. Yeah, honestly, if you guys would be interested in subscribing to the channel, if you're not subscribed, then that would be amazing. That is an amazing way to help the channel grow. And also check out our Discord down below. We have nearly 8,000 members in there now. We have a lot of sections where you can get exact prices for flipping. You can also check out the Patreon, which unlocks a ton of stuff in the Discord. And then if you look at that stuff, you can quite literally earn 1 to 3 billion plus per month. Like, that is how it's designed. If it's been working for 4 years, I'm pretty sure it works. What's up, Don? How's it going, man? This video or which video? Where do you think the Ugin cards will end up? Oh God. Well, only going one direction. I mean, the big stompy things usually only go in one direction. TCGs, bro, how does that work? So when I was 14 years old, I started buying and selling trading card games. And so I also started investing in them with what money I was able to invest with. Obviously, when I was 14, 15, I didn't have that much money. But so I started buying up cards. If anyone here knows Magic the Gathering, I bought Duels, Power, stuff like that. And then if you know Pokemon, I bought like First Ed Charizards, Venusaurs, Blastoise, all that kind of stuff. And if you've ever checked the prices of those cards now, you know how it went. Housing market should crash within the year or next. I don't think so. I don't personally think so. But also just a real quick note, since we won't talk too much about real estate investing. Something you should know about the housing market is that a crash doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. A crash only matters to the people that are in a market that is heavily affected by a market crash. Not when the housing market crashes, every market is not affected the same. And there are definitely markets where a crash is, number one, it's not going to happen, and then in that market, and then also it just wouldn't have the same effect as it would somewhere else. Like if you looked at houses around the tech cities, like let's say you're looking at houses around like San Francisco or looking at houses around Seattle, just look at the trends. There's no way they're going to go down. Double A, if it's a little bit laggy, make sure you guys have switched your stuff to 720, because I'm currently pumping out in 720. So if you have it in 1080, that could cause a little bit of lag. But yeah, we've been having some issues with the connection today. I think it's just the internet stuff in my area, unfortunately. But anyway, guys, feel free to throw out your questions. We're gonna be sitting here making some soups while we answer some questions. If you are interested in checking out our Patreon page, give me 1 second here. Where are all of our links? Just in general has been very laggy internet today. I noticed it's abnormally laggy at my house today. They're doing like a lot of construction on the power lines and stuff out here, and not a lot I can do while they're doing that kind of stuff. What are you doing currently? I'm currently making shark soups, uncooked shark soups to cook during double XP. Oh, Discord just crashed. You know what? I thought something was up with that. I'm just gonna close my Discord for right now. I thought something was up with it, because I was like, I just tried to open it up to get our links and stuff. Oops. Can't do that. Also, 1 sec, guys. So I'm gonna push this through here. So right there is our link to the Twitter. You can feel free to follow on Twitter if you'd like to, if anyone uses Twitter. Twitter, I do post a lot of information, like currently what I'm working on and stuff like that. Our RS3 Discord, I just tried to go to the Discord to get this, but I couldn't get it because Discord is, like he said, it's having a little bit of issues. But when Discord works properly, feel free to join our Discord right there. We have almost 8,000 members. Does your Patreon get bigger over the years? Yeah, it's been doing great. Actually, if you look at the front page of Patreon, and you go to, actually just Google this. Google Patreon workshops. If you Google Patreon workshops, you'll actually see my face at like the top of the list. I've actually started doing workshops and working actually with Patreon on projects. So I'm actually helping them to work on their Discord project right now, to actually build their Discord community. So yeah, the Patreon for RuneScape has done so well that I'm actually working with Patreon themselves. Key supplies to flip with 20 mil since double XP is announced. Potions, planks, stuff like that. Like flip those. Can I have a free party hat? No, can you give me a free party hat? All right, here, I have an idea. If you give me one, I'll give you one. Do you have a daily job? No, Dennis. No. Daily jobs are a good... Okay, I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say something really edgy, like daily jobs are how you stay poor. Yeah, I noticed that. Like a lot of sites are down right now. I'm not sure what's up with that. I wonder if they're all being hit or something. Well, check out those links when they're actually working properly. maybe that's the reason why we're having such a problem with our stream today. But no, I do not have a daily job. I'm an entrepreneur and business owner and investor. I've been doing that since I was 14 years old. I've had a couple different jobs, and I also spent 7 years in the military, and I was an aircraft mechanic. So I did school. I have had some jobs. I was in the military. I've done a lot of shit, but my big thing though is that I've always been a business. I've always been a true entrepreneur, businessman, and investor. So I just honestly, if I was to try to clock in and clock out 9 to 5, I would literally go insane. Like I would go nuts. Best method to go for 120 Herblore and double XP, definitely overloads. Definitely overloads. Overloads from 96 all the way to 200 million. If you can't afford that, then I would just figure out how many overloads you actually want for yourself to use. Like how many you want to use. Here, I'll give you an example too. I'll look at my bank really quick. Hopefully you guys can see it because I'm on some screens. Oh, actually, you know what? We're putting this out in 720, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm not sure if you'll be able to. I don't know how you'll be able to view this, but hopefully you guys can see it really well. But I've got 1294 Elder Overload 6s. I've got, let's see, 91 Aggro Overloads. I guess I gotta make more of those. I have almost 9,000 Holy Overloads. I think that's all I've got left for overloads. I've got like 500 Perfect Pluses. I've got some like a few Supreme Overload salves. So not that many overloads. Except for my holies, I guess that's quite a few. It's almost 9,000 overloads. But I made these. I made all of my overloads, and I actually started to create the combo overloads later. But I made all my initial overloads when I got 120 Herblore, which was like 4 years ago or more. So what I can tell you is that a great strategy is just to make enough overloads so you're not going to need them anymore. But also just figure out how many you think you'll need. And then make sure you make that many. And then the rest of what you make, you can do stuff that's like cost effective, like Extreme Invention Potions or Charming Potions. And that's probably the best way to go to 120 now. I actually have a video on 120 Herblore and how to get it for nearly free. So if you're interested in getting free 120 Herblore, just search for Herblore or 120 Herblore on my channel, and it should pop up. It's an older video, but it still applies. Does RS provide data on daily trade volumes of items? No, it doesn't. But you can look in old school RuneScape for RS Buddy, and you can get that because RS Buddy's API is open. So, me again. Which do you think will be a good item to invest in with 200 million? I think I'm doing good, but it's hard for me to find good items to focus. Nothing. With 200 million, you do not invest. Flip. Investing with 200 million would be a big mistake because you wouldn't make very much money. You'd make more money than that doing Slayer. So flip with 200 million. And then once you have a lot of money, like over $1 billion, then look into investing. Like look into investing a portion of it, like a small amount of it while you still flip. Flipping will make you the most money. Flipping will make you the most money in RuneScape. Like literally in RuneScape, flipping will make you the most money. Because later on, and this is no exaggeration or joke, later on, you can make $1 billion plus per day. If you were to sit there with multiple accounts and flip all day, you could make $1 billion or more a day. And that is no exaggeration or joke. But you have to have a lot of money to be able to do that. So start flipping and stuff now so you can build up to that amount of money. And the more money you have, the more money you can make per day. So later on, like, why would you even stake? If you can make over $1 billion a day just flipping, why would you ever stake or something like that? Like even that becomes irrelevant. You say a normal job is a good way to stay poor. In a very edgy way of answering that question, yes. Just having a normal job is... And now, okay, when I say stay poor, that's not... that. Like I said, obviously that's a very edgy way of answering that question. What I mean is, if you want to have an average income and be an average person and own average things and not really achieve your dreams, if you have bigger dreams, then a normal job is gonna 100% that is going to ensure that you never achieve all that. I mean, just, you know, if your entire family has worked 9 to 5 their entire lives, and just ask them about what they wanted to do and what they were able to do. And I'm not saying that everyone needs to be rich. I'm just saying, like, if you have big goals, then just having a normal job is not a good idea. Like, maybe have that and something is a much better idea. How much is one party hat nowadays? I have to look at the exact prices, but I know that this green is like 13.5 or so. The purple is like 13. Yellow is like something around 12. Blue is like around 29 or 30. White is like mid 20s. Red is like 17. What was your job in the military? I'm a hydro troop in Air Force. Nice. I was a crew chief. I worked on C-130s. Yeah, my bad, Potato. All of our Discords are down, I guess. And thanks again, guys, for checking out the stream. I'm really glad to have you all here. Feel free to join our Discord when the link actually works, because Discord apparently is down, unfortunately. Great timing, right? And then also feel free to check out the Patreon too if you guys are interested in legitimately earning anywhere from 1 to 3 billion plus per month. You can actually do it on there. It's been around for more than 4 years. RuneScape subscribes to me on YouTube. It's not fake. You can go ask any of the nearly 8,000 people in the Discord if it's real. Like, I understand fully that if someone, I understand that it's RuneScape, and if someone was like, $1 billion a month, like, that's totally fake. Like I understand that. I get that. That's the reason why I decided to make something that was real. And so this is the thing that is real, because there are too many things that are fake. So I was like, how can I help out players the best way that I can think of helping out players, while also being able to, you know, earn income to create the channel and to keep the channel running, you know? Are you sure Power Burst of Vitality isn't better than Overloads starting from 109? Overloads are definitely better. Like, you need Overloads for combat. Like, you need Overloads to do bossing and everything like that. There are things that are also good to make. Like, you know, make some other things also. I'm not saying to only make Overloads. Like, you know, make some adrenaline potions and stuff like that. But make sure you make Overloads though. That's like the main thing you should focus on making. Also, by the way, guys, thank you so much for chilling with me. We have 80 people on the stream. Thank you so much for chilling with me while I make these soups and answer your questions, because this would be really boring alone. I'm just saying, this would be really boring. Although I'm highly regretting not making a preset for this. Look at me noobing it out over here. True Manatee, you have to take chances in life in order to have financial freedom. Have you ever read Rich Dad Poor Dad? I have, but the thing is though with Rich Dad Poor Dad, like it's totally true. By the way, totally true. So let me. If you guys want, I can actually be like I can be a little bit more transparent about, like, because it seems like a lot of you actually are interested in real life finances too, and actually real life finances actually apply to RuneScape quite a bit as well. So something I can be like pretty honest about with my life and how my stuff has gone, with a TLDR about my actual in real life history, because I don't really talk about that too much. You know, I say that I, like, you know, I invest and stuff, and I, you know, run businesses and everything, but I don't really say much about it. The main reason why is because unless people really ask, I don't really care about, like, I would like to start off by saying that I don't see your income as having anything to do with your value as a person. I have no like correlation between, oh, their income is $50,000 a year, they must be more dumb than someone that makes $500,000 a year. Like, no, it doesn't make any sense. People who think that having wealth is equal to being a higher person is just they're idiots. That is an example of an idiot. right there. If you are someone that has a lot of money and you flaunt on people and try to make people feel bad for what you have and they don't have, then you are the scum of the earth. So I just want to be clear about that. So when I tell you guys anything about any of this other kind of stuff, I might say some things that seem like a little bit more edgy, like, oh, have a normal job and you'll keep poor. Like, that's just edgy talk. Like, in reality, though, if you just want to have a normal job and that's what you want to do, then do that. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. If you're happy, I'm happy for you. If you are going to reach your goals and dreams by doing that, then I am very happy for you. The thing is, though, is other people have different goals and dreams. Like for me, for example, I want some things that are... I'm not going to be able to achieve them by having a regular 9-to-5 job. Also, it doesn't make me happy. It does not make me happy to work in a place where I don't have some creative freedom and the ability to like innovate and like create ideas and stuff like that. It does not make me feel good to be in that situation. Money aside, and status aside, like all that aside, it's just not the kind of experience that I personally enjoy. Like I feel cramped, claustrophobic, and sick in that kind of situation. So, and like anxious. So, and I've been in this situation so many times, I had to get out of it. So when I talk about that kind of stuff is like, do things that are going to let you achieve your dreams. And that is, obviously we're talking about RuneScape here. Like if you guys want to have party hats, start flipping, start investing, play smart, get a lot of money. Anyone can do this. Anyone can do this. Well, once again, just like the in real life stuff. If people on RuneScape are like, they think they're like big and tough, or like they think there's something special because they have a party hat. It's like, congratulations, dude. I have like 10 party hats and I never talk about it. I never even wear them. I wasn't wearing them when this video started. So to understand that it's about reaching your goals and getting what you want. So my family was very, 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 very poor, like very poor. Like I was one of those kids that was, sometimes I went to bed hungry, and that's just how life was. And so as I grew up, my family did a little bit better. They reached lower middle class standards and stuff like that. But I knew that if I was going to accomplish things that I wanted to accomplish, that I have to do something that my family was not doing. So I had to do things that my entire family didn't like. Like they hated that I played RuneScape. They hated that I had card games. They thought buying a Ferrari or whatever was stupid because it was a foreign car and it wasn't an American car. Like, And the idea of not doing traditional work, like 9-to-5 traditional work, was like, I might as well have just slapped them in the face, And so I had to do a lot of things that I didn't have any idea what I was doing when I started. No clue, but I had to learn. Let's see. I used to love flipping while questing. It made questing actually fun because I could make money even though I hated questing. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Having flips running and then that excitement of, oh my God, my stuff just sold or my stuff just bought is like amazing. It's a great feeling. Also, when you go to bed and you wake up in the morning and you have a whole bunch of completed offers, woo, perfect. Isn't it a lot cheaper to do vitalities to 120 and then use the 120 cape to make overloads for the 70% discount on elders? So like both though, like both. Like you want to do both. Like once you get to 120, and yes, Chris, I did grow up in the Midwest. He called it right in the Midwest, man. People do. I love Midwesterners. I am originally a Midwesterner, so no hate out there. But y'all know that you're very conservative and you're very not wanting to change what you think is right. So yes, yeah, using your Herblore cape once you have 120 to make more overloads is a great plan. And Josua, it also, or I'm gonna butcher your name. I'm sorry. So Jaws. Why is it so dark in here? Oh my God, it just got really dark around my character. ADD acting up. Okay, the sun's like going behind that thing or something like that. It's crazy. So It depends on your budget for herblore and stuff. For me, I budget is not in my, like, I don't care about the budget for a skill. So for me, I just did as many overloads as I felt like doing. If you want to be like more budget with it and do cheaper things up to 120 and then use your 120 to make the overloads, I think that is a great idea. So try that. Nick says, I bought into water tallies, yak hides, red and black D-hides, raw sharks, broadheads, and rune bars to flip for double XP early this morning. Think I made a good, bad call? Well, I mean, you'd probably know right now because they've all skyrocketed. So hopefully you bought them at prices that are not current prices. If you bought them at current prices, you definitely messed up. But it really depends on what you paid. I can't give you an honest opinion unless I know. Don't get Wildy lured. That'd be a bad idea. Nick says, I just left my full-time job to start 2 businesses. Totally agree with the in real life stuff you're saying. Awesome, man. For sure, Nick. Yeah. I mean, you know what? As long as that stuff makes you happy, and you're getting to where you want to get, you're getting to one of your goals, you're being honest with yourself about whether or not you are putting in 100% effort and you are learning all the time. I think the number one most ignorant thing that I hear from people outside of bigots and people that like say racist and dumb shit like that, like you guys can all F yourselves. But the people, the dumbest thing that I hear, and dumb is kind of a hard word. The most ignorant thing that I hear from people, especially if they are business owners or entrepreneurs or whatever, is when they say that I don't need to learn something. No. You need to learn, because unless you are currently Bill Gates, and I don't think I'm talking to Bill Gates. I've actually met Bill Gates and seen him quite a few times in real life, by the way, because he lives in my city. But unless you are Bill, and I have talked to Bill, so I will know you are Bill or not, then you need to learn, because you are not at the top. So that is my biggest advice for anyone, whether it's RuneScape in real life, whatever. Learn. You should set the transfer option to all, so you have to always right-click, then put the soups in the bank. Oh, God, does it have that on here now? It probably does. You know what? I haven't actually looked through most of this crap because I'll be honest. I am always so busy working on content that I don't have time to do, like, small things. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's... Oh, I gotcha. I know that from old school RuneScape. I legitimately did not know they had that in this. Whoa, you guys are watching the wrong person. Just saying. But no, like legitimately though, I'm so focused on trying to dig up the intricate things and the like in-depth things that I don't look at the simple things sometimes. There's my weakness. You guys know my weakness now. The simple things kill me. I also want to bring this over. Oops, God, Jesus. I'm going to bring this over. That way it's like right over here. I know I could make this a lot better with presets and shit, but yeah. Let's see. Originally from, how old am I? I won't tell my exact age, but I'm late 20s. Or I'm right around late 20s. You bought a Ferrari. I did not buy a Ferrari, no, because buying a Ferrari would be dumb. I can afford a Ferrari, yes, but buying one would be incredibly dumb. So, and the reason why, okay, super quick, why it would be dumb is because if, like I'm not showing my cars and shit on YouTube. YouTube, that's not getting me views. You guys aren't signing up to my Patreon because I have a Ferrari. Like that wouldn't even make any sense. Like, oh my God, he has a Ferrari. He must make a lot of money in RuneScape. Like, there's no correlation there. So there's no reason for me to have a supercar to be flashy. And Ferraris are very expensive, and that money can literally buy a house. So, like you know, if you're paying a mortgage on a 15 or 30 year loan, you can buy a house, and depending on your area, you might be able to afford more than one house for the price you're paying on a Ferrari. So it would actually lose me money incredibly fast to have a car like that. I do have a really cool car, but I did not buy a Ferrari. I would personally love to buy either a Ferrari 458 Spider or buy a Lamborghini Huracan Spider, or I would love to buy an Aventador SV Roadster. Like if I didn't care about being smart with money, I would totally want to buy one of those things. Say, and my long time sitting on bond sale just sold off for my price. Nice, man. How much did you get rid of them for? Originally from Texas, but I live in Seattle area now. Chuck, I am also in Seattle. What's up, man? What's up? Seattle's the shit. Sometimes like you're saying, would never move back. Yep, I just can't. I can't even think about moving back, man. I can't. Wait, RS3 has banks? Yeah, man, I was so hardcore looking into things that I didn't even know you could bank your items in RuneScape. I was just naturally a hardcore Iron Man all the time. And I was an ultimate Iron Man all the time. Thank you so much, guys, for checking out the stream today. Feel free to check out the links in the description down below about our Discord, the Patreon. If you guys want to make $1 bill plus per month, legitimately, no scams, no bullshit, then go check it out. And then you can also ask any of the nearly 8,000 people in our Discord what they think. But anyway, that right there is basically how the channel is supported. So that is the reason why I'm able to be here and to continue learning more RuneScape knowledge to help you guys get further. So I do amazingly appreciate that support. And the guys, the people that are on the Patreon now, thank you so much for that support. Any more questions I can answer for you guys for the double XP stuff? Whether it's really, honestly, anything. And it actually doesn't even have to be double XP. We can get into anything else. If you guys have other questions, feel free. Is the double XP weekend now active? Nope, not until August 7th. August 7th. Hey, Seattle crowd. Okay, here. I have an idea. For you Seattle guys, legitimately, I'm dead serious. For you Seattle guys, if you guys would like to meet up sometime and go grab a beer or go to Mox and play some games or like whatever, like I'm totally down to do like a meet and greet, hang out, whatever. If you guys want to do something like that, then just make sure you're in the Discord, literally, and we can like try to arrange something. If you guys are like right around Discord, right around Seattle, then sure, let's go grab a beer or something like that. It'd be fun, especially right now because like nobody leaves their house, so we can go to Mox and grab a beer at Mox. Manatee basically got half the RS3 server in his Discord. Yeah, the whole 80k of them, man, or the whole 8k. Also, there are currently 80 of you guys, a little bit more than 80 people that are currently watching the stream right now. If all of you would watch on Twitch when I go live on Twitch, we would have such a bigger turnout on Twitch. So I would love to invite you to check out the Twitch, which is also in the description down below with all the other links. But feel free to follow on the Twitch because I would normally be streaming on Twitch. The problem is, though, is when I stream on Twitch, I get like 25 people. I stream on here and I get nearly 100. So obviously I would be over here. Also, we can't listen to music on Twitch anymore, so here we are. But the quality is a little bit better on Twitch, so it's a little bit better to do that for quality. Am I crazy to devote a third double XP weekend on construction? I'm amazed you still have construction to do if you're doing like how do you even have construction left? Awesome. Yeah, awesome, Spencer. For sure, man. Hit me up in the Discord. I would love to do like a meetup. That'd be cool. Get like 4 or 5, however many people, and then just like go out to eat or like I don't know. Maybe we can go to Din Tai Fung and get like a big table or something. I don't know. We can figure out what we want to do. It'd be fun. To Old Stove Brewery. No, I never heard of that place. Let's see. What would be the best invention machine to make in order to sell for double XP hits? Plank makers, perhaps? With current prices, plank makers could be really good. If you can buy at the right price, the potion makers are really good. And then the hide tanner can actually make you it can legitimately make you like 90 to 100 million a month. So that's a really good one to look into also. The potion one might actually make you more. You really just got to test stuff. All three of those really fluctuate depending on what, how good they are. If you find an item selling for 2 times the GE mid, is there a good strat to flip it? That would greatly depend on the item. Whether it's a supply or something, that'd be great. That would greatly depend on the item. All right, guys, 764 of these soups left to go. Just followed on Twitch. Awesome. Thanks, Nick. Awesome. Yeah, so if you guys are following on Twitch and you guys will have notifications on there, then when I pop up on there, we can have a little bit better quality. I always get better quality on Twitch. YouTube is a struggle. Like right now, we have to be in 720. I don't have to be in 720. I can be in 1080 the entire time in Twitch, no problem. Why no music on Twitch? They're doing they're doing copyright strikes now for people that are using copyrighted music. If I was to make an alt today, what would be the best way to make GP to start flipping on the alt? So to make the GP for the alt, is that what you're talking about? And one of the best ways, honestly, would just be, I don't know, I mean, do you want to actively play on it or AFK on it? Jimmy says, I'm trying to get to 200 million, but I'm trying to get 200 million, but not going completely insane from it. If you want 200 million right now, like you really have to have it right now, then check it out. But just know, though, that Jagex is like actively working on the construction rework. So I might wait for the rework. Just saying. Oh, right below Pike's Place? Awesome, man. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, yeah, I think Pike Place is still like really easy parking right over there too. Can even grab some food at Cutter's or something like that. The Cutter's reopened. Do they have good food at that Stove Brewery? Let's see. Okay, so lags are due to some nerds DDoS in the Cloudflare service. Yeah, there's a lot of issues going on the internet right now. Do you think this many double XPs is overkill? It's a tough one. I think it's a good thing. I think this many double X. Whoa, let's not run away. I think this many double XPs is a good thing for a couple reasons. And I'll just give you a couple to make this a shorter answer. Number one answer is this allows people who are more casual to actually be able to get their accounts up very quickly. So that's a really good thing for them, you know, to have more double XPs. And then also, more double XPs means less item volume in the market, which means higher prices overall. Which means that if you're skilling or doing like, you know, skilling or Slayer or whatever, you're going to earn more money from what you're doing. And I think that's very healthy for the game if people are going to actually earn money when they do skilling versus not earning money. Where do they post about the construction rework? They've mentioned it a few different times in streams and stuff, and they've also like legitimately said that they're planning on it very soon. Oh, you still get a 1K rank? That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, my 200 millions didn't have very good rank, so I'm not really too concerned with my rank unless I'm like number one. But all right, guys, thank you so much for checking out the stream. It was very nice talking to you guys today. I'm going to go ahead and hop off and get some work done. And then also probably just continue making these soups in the background. But thank you so much for checking out the stream. Feel free to hit in the links in the description down below. Especially join that Discord. I'm going to be talking in Discord after this, so if you guys would like to see that. I'm also building that new section in the Discord. So with me building that new section, you guys will be able to see like a whole row of information in there that is going to be able to show like... okay, I'm doing way too many things at once. Let me talk. I'm building multiple sections in there to be able to show you guys how to do the flipping techniques and stuff. So like when I make those flipping tutorial videos and stuff, you guys will be able to see all of that in those sections in like a better laid out way. So it'll be much easier than, you know, looking back through videos and stuff like that. So I really hope that helps you guys to be able to flip more. My main goal is ultimately just to be able to help you guys out, to be able to flip, you know, get your party hats or whatever the hell else you want to get in the game. It doesn't really matter what you're trying to achieve. You know, the goal is to get you there. We'll throw on this purple for swag. Oh, the contrast. But anyway, I will see you guys soon. Also, one last thing that I will be announcing at a future date is I'm going to be building an actual website soon. So we're not only going to have just the Discord and the YouTube, we'll also have a website as well. So all of the Patreon funding, so the support from Patreon is actually going to be used towards that website build. So I am very, very thankful for the people that support the channel through that. And hopefully that will be a really cool site for you guys to use in the coming future. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. If you're watching this as a recorded video, then feel free to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys. See you later.